Alright, good morning YouTube. It's Sandfish here with...
Lasercat FCW?
Yep. I think this
Can
is...
you hear me alright, or...
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I can hear you fine, and yesterday I was doing a Skype recording of like the same game with another person, and their mic was really quiet, and they came up really loudly in the recording, so I might even have to turn your voice down, like in post or something, because, I don't know, it just
Alright.
turned out really loudly. I don't know. I finally fully know how to use my editing software better, so there won't be like random screw ups of... I notice sometimes like the camera zooms in for no reason, and yeah, sometimes people are loud.
Yeah, you gotta remove the zoom keyframes. That I used to, when I was, like, first started out, I had a video of a Kirby one, and the whole time it was zoomed in on the white Kirby.
Yeah, like it does that a lot for this game. It will just zoom in on wherever I'm placing plants, so it's not so bad because it's kind of relevant, but...
Yeah, I think it just does it based on where you click.
Yeah. Well, I thought I set it to not record the mouse, but it seems to still do that. Anyway,
Yeah, I can never get that option working.
But, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, so... Oh, dang, I just forgot again. Oh, yeah, E3's happened since last we spoke. What did you think of that?
Oh, that was amazing. I mean, everyone pretty much sucked except Nintendo, as usual.
Yeah, that's what I quite enjoyed.
I mean, Pikmin 3, come on, you can't beat that.
It's gonna be good. I've been waiting a long time for Pikmin 3.
Yeah, that's a fun-ass game.
Um,
I'm actually working on like a top 10 games of my favorites, and Pikmin 2 is probably on the number 1.
I've been wondering about, yeah, doing some sort of, like, top 10 video, but I don't know, I'm kind of lazy, and after my whole copyright thing with the karaoke, I'm just not really feeling into doing much that's not LPs.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I mean, I'm lazy as hell, so it probably won't come to fruition until like 3 years later, but you know.
I don't know, yeah, my friend had, like, asked me to, like, compile a top 5 list of just my favorite games, just for no particular reason, and yeah, I was gonna say, like, my favorite games, I couldn't really pick singular titles, I just had, like, Pikmin, Pokemon, Mario, Elder Scrolls, and...
Yeah, it's hard.
StarCraft
I mean,
is, like,
there are a lot
my
of good
favorite
ass
series.
games. I think one of the best games has to be Sonic 06. I don't know if you've ever played that, because I don't know if you have like an Xbox or a PS3 or anything, but it's like the glitchiest game ever, and it's so fun.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, I don't have any, like, non-Nintendo systems, basically, and I don't know, my experience with Sonic is basically just the 2 adventure games and a few of the other ones.
Yeah, the adventure games are fun though. I mean, those are probably two of the best games that they have.
Oh yeah, well, I'm kind of interested to get Sonic Generations. I've been thinking about it a while back and decided not to, but recently I've kind of wanted to play a Sonic game.
Oh yeah, I bought that for my Xbox, and I got S ranks on everything, including all the missions, because the game was just so much fun.
It looks cool. I played Sonic Colors because a friend of mine got it, and that was pretty fun as well, actually.
Yeah, I'm one of the weird people who didn't like Sonic Colors. I just wasn't too big of a fan of the platforming aspect.
I don't know, I'm a platformy kind of person, so I kind of like it instead of, with most Sonic games, if you knew sort of where to go, it was pretty easy, but I remember in the old ones, there was always a big thing where if you didn't know, like, where to be just mashing the control stick forward, it could get confusing.
I mean, I like platformer games, I'm just really impatient, so I was terrible at it.
I don't know, my patience with video games, like, varies depending on my mood. Oh yeah, shout out to your Minecraft server.
Oh yeah, that server, we have like, I think we have, the max we have at a time is like 6 people, which kinda sucks, but I'm trying to get it more popular.
Oh yeah, I remember your server had like a good amount of people a lot of the time when it used to be up.
Yeah, and then it went down for like 6 months, so I lost a lot of the people, which really sucked.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say I would definitely use it, but I still have not figured out how to fix my Minecraft, and I've reinstalled Java a couple of times, and it just will not play it.
Well, what happened with your Minecraft?
I don't know, like, Java wanted to update one time, so I just decided, yeah, sure, what the hell, and then now it won't let me play Minecraft, and it just, whenever I try and run it, it does a critical Java error.
You might want to try going into your app data folder and deleting everything except for like the save maps, and then try reinstalling it.
Yeah, I haven't tried that. I don't really know much about, like, the app data stuff, so I never mess around with it, because I'm just paranoid about losing worlds most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, I think I had a problem like that one time before, and that seemed to fix it. I don't know. I would try it if I were you. Just, like, make a copy of the world's map. It should be in, like, the saves folder.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm not trying super hard at the moment. I don't know, I've been kind of, like, distracted, because, yeah, I have exams, like, right now, so... I don't know, today's just a day I don't have anything, but yeah, tomorrow I have to go for a business exam.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, we're on summer right now. We started on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, that's like my friend, she lives in Toronto, and, like, her exam's, like, finished on Monday or something.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, this is
I mean,
terrible.
I think we didn't have many snow days this year, so...
So, yeah,
we ended early.
I don't think I had too many here either.
You and your Canadian school system's just better than our American ones.
I don't know, well, what time did you start in the fall? Because I think the series started kind of late in September.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think we might start at, like, late August.
Oh, okay, yeah, that probably explains it then.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Oh, wow, this is just not...
Seeing as, I mean, the temperature is probably a bit different up there, too, with when times change.
Well, yeah, I think yesterday it was my last school day, and that's, what was it, when there was the summer solstice, which was cool. Okay.
So I modded my PSP, and now I'm playing Pokemon Crystal on it.
See, well, I don't know, I'd wondered about getting a PSP, because lots of people are like, oh, yeah, you'll enjoy it, you can do stuff like that, and I don't know, I still seem... I don't know, I just never really bothered with it.
Yeah, it's fun just for that. I mean, the games on it are alright. It's a lot of titles that, like, are not really series and more of just made for the PSP. So I think I enjoyed the whole modding it a bit more. Like, I put all the original Final Fantasy games on it.
See, I played some of those on GBA Emulator, and from what I remembered, I liked 4 and 6, which were Japan's 2 and 3, or something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Final Fantasy confuses me.
Yeah, it used to confuse me a lot, and then I played Kingdom Hearts, and now I'm, like, used to everything in it.
I don't know, I know I have one friend that, like, really likes Kingdom Hearts, or, like, the Kingdom Hearts series. Oh, it's funny, he's the guy that just came on Steam for playing, Lots That Matter on Steam, and he's tried to explain it to me before, and I've just never really paid attention, because I know he doesn't listen to my phone stuff.
Well, see, the thing is, on paper, it sounds like a terrible idea, mixing Final Fantasy and Disney, but it turned out actually pretty fun.
Well, I don't know, I always, like, complain about Disney to people, but really, it's just, like, all their new, like, teen dramas I hate. I always used to like all their old stuff, like, when I was a kid. Too badly anyway. I don't know, yeah, as you can see, I sort of just played past where you were with, or, like, where we were last time, just with other people for lack of making me watch the same thing twice.
Yeah, plus we kind of lost that recording.
Yeah, well, now I know that I'll just have to record it and then have you do the, have you then just wait while I, like, produces the file and saves it, so, I don't know, that shouldn't be too bad.
That was a really long recording. We had like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I just think, yeah, it was too much for Camtasia to handle here. Well, I'm really... Okay. Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, I really want to save up and get a capture card after I get my 3DS. Well, actually, the 3DS, my parents are going out to get it on Saturday because there's a tax-free day at the Great Canadian Superstore. Canadian stores for the win, but yeah, so they're gonna get it that day, and then I'll just have to wait till my birthday to actually get it.
Yeah, the 3DS is fun. It's like, it reminds me, the graphics look a lot like the GameCube, so it's actually pretty powerful, which is really cool.
Well, the GameCube, yeah, I'm still gonna say it's probably my favorite Nintendo console, but I don't know.
Yeah, I enjoyed mine more than the Wii, but I think it's more of just for a nostalgia factor.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, not that I, like, didn't really like the Wii, but, I don't know, there was always something about it that, I don't know, like I said, there was always just something about it, but the Wii U looks, like, it looks awesome, and I don't understand, how does Nintendo Land work? Do you have any idea?
Like, I was all excited about it because I thought it would be like a real amusement park, but then I found out it's just like, stuff like a game, which really got me sad.
Yeah, I didn't understand if it was supposed to be some sort of virtual reality environment, or...
I think it's like the new Wii Sports type thing.
Yeah.
Just to show off the hardware.
Which, I mean, that's good for them. I think that'll definitely help with getting people to buy it, because I don't understand, with the 3DS, they just never really did much with it here, and as far as I can tell, it didn't really sell too well in North America.
Yeah, they didn't sell nearly as much as they thought they would, but there's a lot of new titles coming out that I think will boost the sales.
Well, yeah, I'm really excited. Like, I'm just pooling up money right now for when I do get it, just to get like a whole bunch of games, like when when I get it. I want to get 3D Land, Super Mario Bros. 2, what was that? Ocarina, Pokemon Rumble, and Mario Kart.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm saving all my money to buy Pokemon Black and White 2 and Pokemon Conquest.
I was gonna say, yeah, I keep forgetting about those, because I don't know why I'm not getting so excited about recent Pokemon games, and I'm upset that I'm not, but yeah, those actually look really cool with the weird, what are they called now? They're, what, fusion Pokemon? Or?
Something like that. It's pretty neat.
Oh,
I'm just glad that they finally decided not to, like, go and say, hey, we're gonna make, like, new Pokemon every time and just use the ones that they already have, which is cool.
Well, yeah, I liked how this time they finally decided to switch it up from just remaking the game, but better this time.
Especially since, like, the 5th gen Pokemon were pretty much just reskins of other ones with, like, a couple different moves.
Yeah, but honestly, I almost, in retrospect, I almost kind of like that now, just because, I know especially having, like, little brothers and stuff, that a lot of kids even haven't played, like, Game Boy and things like that, so they wouldn't even know sort of the older Pokemon, so at least reskinning them kind of reintroduces it to a new audience, but still appeals to the older audience, I guess.
Yeah, I would have preferred if they had, like, just made a couple new Pokemon and used a lot of old ones instead of just doing the reskins. I like the new Pokemon, it's just I don't like them as much as all the others.
Yeah. I don't know, even Sinnoh Pokemon to me, they just seem a lot more classic, I think.
Yeah. I liked what they did with Pokemon Platinum, though, where they had, like, a bunch of new ones and a bunch of old ones, which is cool, but I never bought that.
Well, one thing I liked about Platinum is when, like, Diamond and Pearl came out, a lot of the Pokemon were available, but you didn't really see them through the main story, and they were never talked about a lot. And then in Platinum, yeah, all the extra sort of evolutions and things, people had them, and yeah, they added more old Pokemon, and it was just, It was really neat, because Diamond and Pearl, they were great, like, when they came out. But once Platinum came out, you could see that Nintendo almost planned to have Diamond and Pearl not really live up to, like, their full potential.
Yeah.
Which, I found that interesting. Because not a lot of companies sort of
I like
purposely do that.
Platinum, even though I didn't buy it. My sister got a copy, and I played that a bunch.
I remember Platinum was one game that, like, me, Mr. Zoom, and our other friend... I'm trying to think what I want. And our other friend, yeah, we all bought, like, on the same day. We went, yeah, down and just got it, I think, at, like, Toys R Us or something. And then, yeah, we all went back and, like, had, like, a sleepover at my house and beat, like, almost the entire game in, like, that 48-hour period.
Nice.
I'm just trying to think of what I want. I don't know. No. Explosives, I guess. I'm not really sure. On this level, I mainly just plant the sunflowers and starfruit, so... I don't know, I don't really use much else on here. I find this game can get like that when you're only planning on using a couple of plants. It's just hard to fill up the additional slots when you buy all of them like this.
Yeah, I know Plants vs. Zombies Pro.
Oh yeah, I don't know if anyone's really like played this game as obsessively as I have. Okay. No, actually, let's just squash this because I'm not gonna be able to play more than sunflowers there, or yeah, starfruits there. Oh yeah, okay, that was the other thing I was gonna say in regards to Pokemon. I'm glad that Kyurem seems to be getting some sort of use now, because like a Dragon Ice type was just kind of strange typing, and I don't know, it just, yeah, it didn't do a lot, it had a lot of weaknesses, and then once I saw that it was getting the, like, yeah, the fusions with Reshiram and Zekrom, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that's gonna be neat. I'd like to see how that works.
Well, yeah, I don't know, I'm just not sure, like, how, I don't know, I just don't even know, yeah, how they would make that work. Like, to fuse Pokemon.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to see what they do with it. I mean, it might just be something like what they did with Giratina Origin Form and all. I don't know.
Well, I like how they're giving legendaries, like, even more of a novelty now, because before it was just sort of, oh, cool, it's legendaries, but I don't know, at least I found with a lot of new ones, I find myself a little more motivated to use them. I mean, not necessarily on teams, but just, like, train them for fun.
Yeah. I liked getting Darkrai, that was the fun of it, I mean. Because Darkrai, he came with that move that puts both foes to sleep.
Yeah, Darkrai, I like Darkrai a lot, and like, I know for some reason a lot of people like thought he looked really cool, and I just remember amongst my friends once Darkrai, yeah, once it was actually available and people were using it, they didn't like it as much.
Well, especially since the 4th gen games got hacked to hell and everyone just had like 5 RCSs.
Yeah, I admit, I even, like, I'm usually against, like, hacking console games. Like, I'll pirate and mod PC games, like, when I feel like it, but, yeah, I never liked Action Replay very much, but I did, what was it? I did get the Darkrai and Arceus and Shaman events legitimately on Platinum, but on Pearl, I just hacked them in. Or, well, I used walkthrough everything cheat and just walked through all of them, but same sort of thing. I thought at least I could give them a bit of a fight by having to catch them without using just entirely Master Balls.
I remember my brother had, like, he hacked it and got, like, 800 Master Balls, and when we realized that hacking the Pokemon games was kind of dumb, he didn't know what to do with them.
Well, yeah, I did get myself like 99 of all TMs, because I always felt that they should be unlimited, because it's like a little CD.
Yeah, I think they should be unlimited, and I'm glad they changed that.
Yeah, that was one of the things I really liked. Because, yeah, I was always saying they should have been infinite, because it was like a little CD, and I always just remembered, like, in the Matrix, when they would just sort of implant, or when they would just put in the CDs and teach you stuff, and I always figured TMs worked similar to that. so I always wanted.
Yeah, it didn't really make much sense that they broke after you used them.
Yeah, so I always wanted them like to, yeah, be able to be used more than once.
Plus, not to mention, you'll end up conserving them and never using them, and they're like, if you use them, they're gone.
Yeah, well, that's like I always wanted to think like what Pokemon would be like ideal to teach the move to.
It was a hard decision. I'm glad they changed it.
Yeah, well, like Black and White, they just changed a lot of things that like were really, I don't know, kind of like overdue in a way, I suppose. Like that just really should have been changed a long time ago. Oh, this minigame's kind of weird. You're just like growing zombies in a tank. I don't know, this
reminds me of that game called Seaman for the, what's it called, for the Dreamcast?
I never saw much of like anything on the Dreamcast. What was that like?
Well, I never really had one, but like when I was little, my parents would let me play games and stuff, so we would watch the G4 channel, and they would do like reviews on these games, and Seaman was this ridiculous game where it's like this fish with a human head, and you talk to it through the mic.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was the most amazing game I've ever seen.
It was like one of, like, sadly, one of my biggest regrets in life is that I never got, what was it? I think it was pronounced Pikachu Geki Denshu. Is that game, I think the English translation was called Pikachu is Feeling Fine. But one time at a garage sale, a guy was selling a copy of that with the mic that plugs into the 64 for $5. And I didn't get it, and now I've like always regretted it and wondered what if I'd gotten it. And it wasn't the English translation, it was the actual like Japanese version.
So it would be so easy to play, obviously.
I know. I've always like I said, I've always wondered like why didn't I? and okay, and then this minigame gets like this where you just get zombies up the butts. And I've seen like lots of screenshots and videos of people where they just like fill this tank with so many of them, and it's just all bizarre and hectic. Because here the trophy, you get the option to buy it, so you can build up far more than 1,000 sun, and then waste it entirely on more zombies. So it's really weird. I don't know. I still think this game should get a sequel.
Yeah, I mean it was popular enough that it would qualify for one.
Yeah, and then it just, I don't know, the company just never did much with it after. Okay,
yeah, it would sell. I think it was, what was it called? It was the guys who made Peggle.
I'm trying to, I was gonna say, the name's escaping me right now. I know it has something to do with, it sounds like Pop Tabs.
Yeah. They made Peggle, and I remember me and my friends, we downloaded the demo for that one night when we were like so tired and we thought it was hilarious, and then we woke up in the morning and realized that it was just dumb.
Oh, have you ever played the game Smuggle Truck?
No.
Oh god, I forget what the company was. I don't know, Mr. Zoom is really big on playing Android games right now on his phone. And this is one game, I forget the company, and they made, two games, Smuggle Truck and Snuggle Truck. And basically, the premise of Snuggle Truck was that you're smuggling stuffed animals across the border. And then occasionally, teddy bears will go flying up the back of your truck, and somehow land in front of you, and you have to try and either not hit them, or when you do hit them, somehow you like flip out of control or something, and you have to somehow like land the truck. And then Smuggle Truck, which is the original, and it's a lot funnier if you hear the premise of Snuggle Truck, as you're smuggling Mexicans across the border, and instead of teddy bears flying out and hitting your car, it's babies. And like, it's one of the most ridiculous games I've ever seen. And yeah, he got both. Mr. Zoom like downloaded both of these off the Pirate Bay or something, and he's just been playing them a lot. They are hilarious. I think Northern Lion did a review of them, if you've ever heard of him.
No, I don't. These days I haven't been watching much YouTube, which kind of sucks because it's a good pastime, but...
Yeah, I've just had other things to do in between making my YouTube videos and just sort of like watching some Captain Sparkle stuff. I haven't really been following anyone else. Well, actually, Cthulhuidi's been uploading a little bit again, which made me very happy.
But my brother just walked in with a copy of Pokemon Conquest. I didn't even know that was out. When did you get that? When did it come out? Unboxing time. We're not using a webcam right now.
Unboxing it.
There's no webcam right now.
We'll have to like put it in the description or something and unbox the Pokemon Conquest.
I didn't even know he's just opening the plastic wrap right now.
Unboxing.
I feel bad for the one with the Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
Wait, do you only get like one Pokemon in that game? Do you only get
You
one
would?
Pokemon in that game?
I have no idea. I haven't learned much about it. I didn't even know
Yeah,
it came
I saw
out.
the trailer and it looked strange and confusing and naturally it frightened me. Just like Battle Revolution did.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know nothing about how that works.
We like this game called Disgaea, and it reminds us a lot of it. So
There's a lot of strategy RPGs like Final Fantasy Tactics.
yeah. No, it's fine. You had Pokemon Conquest. We were just talking about that. Well, when you leave, just close the door. I have no idea. I think it's downstairs.
Come on, there we go. Okay, two more rotations. There we go. Alright, sick. Okay, so hang on, I'm gonna go back to my Zen garden and see if I can make any money off any of these things. Oh yeah, I can sell this plant now.
Oh, should we stop the recording soon, just so we don't end up like?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to do. So not that many games done. I guess this has been what, like part 31 or something like that. Yeah.
Something
Alright,
like that.
so we'll see you in the next part. Alright, bye.